I am Yurt, the Silent Chief. I am an assassin. I have killed all the humans. I don't know what all means. No. It's the same salad as always, and here I am, the same as always, coming at you from rainy Elwood City, Pennsylvania. It is really coming down in buckets outside, and I hope I don't lose electricity. But other than that, things are going okay. Certainly I've given up some conveniences in the new location, like being close to anything, basically. It's a very small town. But being close to family again is nice, and I have a much better desk and bed and room in general. So that's a plus. Last time, we killed Yurt. And we also did the first section of the Valley of Defilement, after I walked off a cliff for no reason whatsoever. Also got killed by Leechmonger. That wasn't exactly glorious. But how well, today's a new day. Let me just take a moment to slip into something more comfortable. Okay, let me double check and make sure I can fast roll. I sure can. Alright. Well, we've got another section of the VOD to head for. However, I think what we'll do first is take care of the Pure White World Tendency events here in the Tower of Latria. If I can get my button presses correct. Okay, job number one, if my memory is correct, is to go to the first tower where we drop the chain to drop the heart, and now a bridge will be in place that wasn't there before. Unfortunately, we don't have the brilliant yellow beacon showing us exactly where that tower is anymore, but I'm sure I can find it again. I have to remember there will be Freddy bugs here now. Fredipedes, that's a good name for them. Fredipedes. We're going this way, correct? I think. Oh, yep, there's one of our Gargs. Hey. You. Yeah, you. Where's he going? Oh, he's just hanging out right up there. Well, I'll shoot you again if you really insist. Well, bugger won't make up his mind. I'm sure he'll come down when he's ready. Oh, there he is. What are you doing way over there? Ah! Oh, damn, that hurt. Well, once again, the point is driven home that in a Souls game, even minor, everyday enemies should not be approached carelessly. There's our Fredipede. And pop goes the... Whoa! He ejected his tail with some force. I see you. I see you, you wacky funster. Okay, this time, don't get speared. There we go, much better. This course just doesn't want to leave. It's okay, buddy. You can let go. Now, if we go this way, that is toward the end of the level, I believe. I do find myself facing once again the usual problem where if you put down a game for a few weeks, you kinda lose your orientation. Oh, one of you over here too, huh? Well, that was a crowd pleaser of an intercept. Wish I could say it was intentional. But hey, looking cool accidentally is still looking cool. Oh, I think I remember. We're looking for an elevator here, aren't we? Gotta figure out where the elevator shaft is. not out here. Not at the end of this. That is definitely a dead end. And I forgot whatever's up there. Not sure how. Can't be anything that important. Okay, I guess we do start up this way. Unless I've just taken a completely wrong direction, which is always a possibility too. I'm somewhat prone to that, as you may have noticed. We got another direction here? No, not really. Is this the way I'm looking for? Whoa, hi there. Don't want to charge ahead too recklessly. Oh, you sneak. Thank you. Oh, damn it. Woo. Thank you. God, stay down or don't. Is this our first tower? I think it might be, he said hopefully. Whoop. I am really being careless about the gargoyles here. And down you go. Careful there, me. You've probably found where you're supposed to be. Now is not the time to fall to your death. We had quite enough of that last episode, thank you. And up. And I think there's a gargoyle on this staircase. That being the case, I will know I'm in the right place. I hear flapping. There we go. Yeah, this is definitely the first tower. Good. They are crapulent soul items, but I will claim them all the same. And there's our elevator. Excellent timing, too. Oh, hey. You guys are just all over the place today. I don't appreciate having my personal space violated quite that egregiously. Okay, yep, this is the right tower, for sure. And this, I believe, is where we will be able to ascend when we were not previously able. Yep, right here is where we would have stopped. This bridge only appears in pure white tendency, and so we shall take advantage of that. Mind the stairs. No guardrail here whatsoever. Okay. I know there's one thing here we absolutely have to find, and there it is. Another key for the Prison of Hope. Is that all that's up here? I think it might be. I'll check around the edges just to be sure. Yep, so it is, so it is. Now, that key we just picked up. First, I'll take a look at it. Oh shit, which one was it? I think it's the west cell key. Yep, the cast iron key with the number 2 etched on it. It opens the locked Prison of Hope, second floor, west cell. And we have a friend in that cell who sought our assistance. But, you know what? When it comes to walking back down that staircase and trying to find my way back to the Archstone, rather, screw that. I really cannot be arsed at this point in my life. So, though they are rare and precious, I will use one of these. And now we get to the part that I have not been looking forward to. Having to head back to the Prison of Hope, and find my way back to the cell, in the area of the game that is the most likely to get me horribly lost. Yet, really kinda wish I was done with the Prison of Hope, but no such luck. Now, I believe that key we acquired, and possibly one other aspect of White World Tendency, I don't remember exactly how it worked off the top of my head, that's going to give us access to both our friend and another item. Or, actually, I think it's a set of gear. Now, the set of gear is a little harder to find, if memory serves, which of course it may not. So, I may or may not get that, honestly. I'm not gonna go wandering in circles for hours. Oh, this is one thing that helps. I forgot. Doors to cells that you've opened before, they stay open. That's why this soulless, maddened individual was able to come running out at me. This could be something of an inconvenience in that you will have people potentially attack you unexpectedly. As opposed to before, where you could walk around pretty much unmolested except for the mind flayers. But really not that great an inconvenience, all things considered. Alright, we're gonna let our friend here finish his patrol path as we usually do. Then we are gonna get all up in his shit. Fortunately, the game is fairly lenient when it comes to whether you're actually in position for the backstab or not. I'm coming. That is exactly why we're back here, so keep your pants on. Okay, that way I'm fairly certain is advancement of some sort. Is it the advancement we need? Time will tell. Either way, I think there's a dude here. Actually, this is a good time to check. Do I have my thief ring back on? I do. How sensible of me. Okay, do we have a friend here? I feel like we've got a friend here. Oh, yep, there he comes. Yeah, I'll just make myself scarce. Wait for him to turn around, as is our custom. And we'll go for another spinal breaker. Those groans are making me paranoid. Oh shit! Especially with the thief ring, I didn't think his vision was going to be that good. Yeah, that's it. You just go on with your patrol path. Nothing to see here. Oh, missed the backstab, but they die pretty easy anyway. And as usual, they drop MP restoration. Which I will never turn up my nose at. I don't know why I'm checking the cells. The one that I actually need is really obvious. And again, making sure none of these hollow equivalents come rushing out and shanking me is not the worst of ideas ever. Many of them are just, genuflecting harmless ones, but not all. Not all. I cannot recall offhand if their knives are poisoned like the... Whoa, whoa, hi! I did not remember your patrol path coming all the way over here. Scared the shit out of me. What was I saying? Oh yeah, the regular zombie guys. I cannot remember off the top of my head whether their knives are poisoned like the ones hidden in the Iron Maidens, but why take chances? Can't help you, friend. Don't know why you're running for me. With your arms wide open. With arms wide open. Wow. Real knifey in that there cell. Must be where they're keeping the real egregious criminal types. Oh, hi there. I've missed something. One of these cells that, Oh, farts. I think this is where I got the key that let me go the other way from the beginning. Yeah, pretty sure that's what happened. Oh well. We've got to spend a little extra time together, and there's value in that. Oh, ding-a-ling to you. Certainly I could edit all this out, but I want to show the route. I'm going to make you suffer along with me. Okie doke. It is the second floor we desire. So, will this be correct? I jolly well hope so. I don't see any tentacle jerks in my immediate vicinity. That's always a plus. That's probably needless of me. But sometimes they drop lotuses. And if that's not a quality excuse for irrational violence, then I don't know what is. Okay, I know there's a dude out there. So before I proceed, we will put paid to him, just in case we have to come by this way later. My goodness, you guys have vision. You have much better vision than I have aim. Thief Sword usually does make you quite difficult to spot, but I suppose enemies do have varying degrees of sensitivity to their environment. I find myself vaguely remembering that there's something else, like an obstacle removed from your way, in the Prison of Hope when you're in Pure White Tendency, but I'll be damned if I can remember where. Or what the purpose of it is. And yes, I did see the Mind Flayer walking around on the other side of that cell, and determined that is where I need to go. I just want to make double sure I haven't missed anything. Actually, oh, hi. I will stab you through a wall. Actually, this way is progress, so I don't remember what's on the other side of that cell. Let's give it a looky-loo. Do not want to run afoul of the Squid Kid here. Where is he? I shouldn't call him the Squid Kid. He's a grown-ass squid. When is he gonna turn around? Right then. just super lenient with that backstab. Not something that can be said for every Souls game, to be sure. Ah! Okay. Ooh, you know what? Down there is the thing I think we have to get the other world tendency thing done to take care of. There are a hell of guards down there, though. Let me see if I can take a couple of them out. I was able to do this to a few of them before. Wasn't necessarily easy, but it could be done. Ah, hell with it, I don't feel like dicking around. We will risk eventual death. Like you do. Like you do in the Souls. Okay, I definitely came this way before. I really have to watch my feet here. I did fine with that the first way through. The first time through, I should say. And that's another thing that can come of not having picked up this game for a while. You kind of get out of the mindset. You're no longer thinking, this is Souls. This is a game that wants to kill me any chance it possibly gets. More than that, this is Demon's Souls, of which that is more true than most games in the series. And I have officially lost my way. Okay, if I do recall correctly, if I proceed along the progress path, I will eventually encounter Ridiel, who, as you may have guessed, is who we're here for. The hell, I am so... help me! Scared the hell out of me. Yeah, I was just talking about you. Did your ears itch? Or is it your nose that itches? When someone's talking about you. I well and truly have no idea where the living fuck I am. Okay, that is Archstone. That is something to orient me. Good. And yeah, as I was saying, we will eventually come upon Ridiel just by virtue of following the progress path. However, I do not know if that will be of any value in getting us to the other thing that is pure white world tendency here. I am fairly certain there is another one that leads to a set of gear, but I have absolutely no idea where that is. He's kind of planking there. So again, I do not know for sure whether I will ever find that gear. If I do not, we will at least get to see it on an NPC eventually. Although that is well in our future. Alright, Squidster. Let's get this over with. Yeah, that's right. You ain't seen shit. Oh, not that lenient with backstabs. Well, that's alright. We done killed? And as long as we done killed, we won't get killed. That's where we came in. That's the once royal mistress. Wow! Again, Anya, you really need to get yourself in the mindset of this game. What you doing trying to stab me through a window? I'll show you how it's done. Alright, Ridiel, anytime you want to pop out is A-OK by me. That's where the the Iron Maiden storage was. Alright, this takes us downstairs again. Now that I... Oh, hello, dead rats. I don't think I ever noticed you. What I was about to say was, I think the second floor might actually be our starting floor, because there was one lower than it, wasn't there? I want to say so. Something I cannot recall is whether there are any guards in this immediate vicinity. Slightly concerning. Okay, second floor is one below us, so we can take that stairway in the middle, I will bet. How about you? How snipe-friendly are you? Okay, you turn around, you keep heading that direction, and we will see if we can't put a couple arrows in you. Yep, that's right, turn around, see what that sound was. That is exactly what I need you to... Oh, we're one-shotting. We are one-shotting. So then, if I go down here, I am betting that will put me in the direction that I am looking for. He said, hopefully. Which side, though? Let us try over here first. Whoa! Oh, I think he was just getting debris out of his way. Sometimes enemies do get debris in the path that they are determined to march in. And if they do, they will just do an attack and crush it out of the way. I really thought I had been detected there for a moment. I know I'm not detected here, though. That was clumsy, but it worked. This doesn't feel right. Yeah, this is not right, I don't think. This is the way I came in. This is something else. But what? I don't know. Oh, ding-a-ling. Well, shit, folks, I am all kind of lost again. I suppose it was coming eventually. I didn't get sufficiently lost in my first run through this area. So, Demon Souls has to give me a double dose this time. Not going to be a very progress-rich episode, I'm afraid. Oh, hey, something is blue and glowy up there. Shit, it's a lantern. I thought maybe I was catching a glimpse of Ridiel's cell, but no. However, I am seeing cell doors that are not open, which makes me think that they are ones that I didn't have the key for before, and that is a good sign. You gonna come all the way out here? Nope, no you are not. Oh, no spikes for me today. That's uncommon. Well, clearly this is not Ridiel's cell. But we are using the right key, indeed. which means his cell should be up ahead. Hopefully, hopefully.
Please, help me.
Hang on, hang on. Oh, hey. There's something in the cell over there. If I can get there, maybe that's another place my key will work? There you are. Oh, did we lose our talk option? It appears we did. All we can do now is let him out, but we were going to do that anyway. What's up, big man? Oh, fairly normal-sized man.
Oh, why, thank you. Thank you, kind soul. Please, take this fine piece of work. Besides, I have no use for it now. And thus begins my final, eternal rest.
The Dull Rat's Ring. Well, thank you, sir. I hope you have a better time in the next life. And what the hell is that in your left hand? Looks like a steam iron. I really don't recognize that item. Well, no matter. The important thing is here. Or the important thing here is the Dull Rat's Ring, which, when you're under HP, getting close to death, that increases your defense in the same way that the Clever Rat's Ring increases your attack power. I don't know if you really want to be messing around with defense buffs when you're nearly dead, whereas for attack power you can use that like Hyper Mode. Use that for Hyper Mode, I should say. Hyper Mode being when you do things that further increase your attack power as much as possible and just stack attack upgrade items, thus making you incredibly deadly. A lot of risk and reward there. You have to put yourself in major danger to be able to inflict major danger on others. And I think unless the path unfollowed really jumps out at me, I'm probably going to turn... Oh! Hey, we got Uria's hat. Let's see how that compares to the coachman's hat. It's an improvement. Now, normally I wear the coachman's hat because it looks cool, but the witch's hat also looks kind of cool. And it's female only. A stiff and dirty three-cornered cap. The witch's hat painted throughout tradition actually seems to be worn by witches. Well, how about that? Not a terrible look, although it doesn't go brilliantly with the spear and the giant shield. We don't look very witchy. Although it does match kind of okay with the binded cross armor. Going back to our coachman's hat. When it comes to headwear, fashion souls over all. We are finding some goodies. Oh, Venerable Sage's hood. I believe that is Frake's hat. Strangely enough, a hood is too much for us to pick up. Well, as much as I hate to take off the Thieves' Ring, we are going to need our Herculean Strength Ring in order to take that home without... Oh, okay, it's Frake's entire set. Let's compare that as well. Oh, that's not helping. I really should have left the gloom armor at home. Didn't think to. Oh, it's male only. Sage Frake the Visionary's equipment. A plain traveling suit which makes long marches possible. However, it is travel wear of a dirty saint. This shows Sage Frake's origins quite well. I'm not sure how one follows the other, but that's okay. I would try it on, but I am not a dude. And our path has come to an end. Where is it that I'm supposed to go from here? Or where is it that I'm supposed to go in general? Well, I really don't think, as I was saying before, that I am going to lose a lot of sleep over it. You're still hanging out over here. Well, yeah, I don't really know where I'm going, and there is kind of a neat set of gear at the end, but again, we will be seeing it on an NPC eventually. So, yeah, whatever. Maybe I'll come back and find it off camera. We'll see. Anyway, once again, I really don't feel like going all the way back, so we will use another of our precious Splinters of Keystone. Should probably save these for an emergency, but hell, if I have enough time to get this out, I'm probably going to get killed anyway. I also noticed that, as I was scrolling through my inventory, the Wriggling Demon Soul appeared. That is what we got from Leechmonger, so I want to see what I can trade for that. Definitely want to drop off that Gloom set, too. That'll help with our equipment load a great deal. Actually, let me put my thief ring back on before I forget. And we'll do some quick repairs, and then we will see what the Leechmonger's soul was good for.
I can...
Easy peasy.
You come...
Now then, I don't think there's anything you can get for it from Yuria. I can't remember about Urbane or not off the top of my head, though.
Do you have...
Ah yes, Cure. A miracle from the soul of Demon Leechmonger cures the user to recover status. This miracle is an anti-symbol of the poison and disease that has built up in the filthy valley floor. Well, that is appropriate for the Valley of Defilement, which I'm sure is the valley being discussed here. But getting rid of status effects is not that great. I mean, there are plenty of recovery items for that.
Yes, but you must...
So I'm gonna have to disappoint you once again, Mr. Urbane. I'll double check on Yuria. I'm pretty sure she's not interested, but never hurts to look.
Are you very...
Nope, nothing.
if it is a dog...
Okay, so just Freak. Hey there, Freak. How's your apprentice been doing? Oh. Oh, right. Never mind.
Rob, thank you. Let me. I am 1 hour.
Here we go, Poison Cloud. This is more useful than you might think, because, as I believe is the case in some other Souls games, NPCs do not recognize Poison Cloud as an attack. They don't know that it's you doing it to them. They just kind of stand there and die, wondering what the hell happened. So this can be used to cheese certain fights. I will try not to, but it's good to have something to fall back on if we need to.
Bring me more. I patiently up.
I'm sure we're not done trading. We will be back. And now, having done as much with the Tower of Latria as I'm willing to do right at this moment, we can move on to VOD number 2. This takes a while to get through, so this episode may be a bit this episode may be a little lengthy, but, well, I didn't get one up last week, so what the hell. The Valley of Defilement leads to a huge swamp, to which all that is unclean flows, becoming a nest for putrilage, poisonous bugs, and plague. There we are. Back there is our friend Leechmonger's room, so this is the way to proceed. This level is a slog. There is no other word that describes it nearly that well. It is a slog. It is a long trek through a swamp. Damn it. A swamp with slow movement, lots of poison, and annoying enemies. For that reason, a lot of people really hate this level. I kind of like it. I mean, it's not all that fun to play through, but I think that's kind of the point. It's meant to be a dirty, nasty, unpleasant slog. And as I've mentioned before, I'm willing to make some concessions to optimal gameplay in order to set a mood or get across a bit of story. And I really think 5.2 was successful in that regard. Because, man, it takes a while and it is really gross all the way. And if memory serves, much like Blighttown, it's like pretty much constant poison. Are you gonna get up? Well, you're covered in flies, so you're probably genuinely dead. Then again, the depraved are such that being covered with flies doesn't necessarily mean much. Okay, let's not march off a cliff. This, once again, is another thing I don't remember with perfection, but I believe, much like Blighttown, 5.2 keeps you poisoned more or less constantly. So if that is the case, I'm generally not even going to bother curing it. I'll just heal as I need to. You're definitely not a corpse. I could fall down here, but I want to say there's another way. Oh, gecko all the way over in the distance there. I don't think I can hit it from here. And we don't want to waste a spawn of it if we can. Let me just double check there's not another way down somewhere over here. My memory wants to say there is, but it is my memory. Here's the fly-blown corpses, and here's the cliff. So yeah, I guess you do fall down over there. I have vague memories of how this is laid out, but fuzzy on the details, as is fairly typical for me. I do recall what we are ultimately trying to do is get to the lights over there. That's one thing that From Software and their level design is very good at. Usually gives you something to look for, something to approach, something indicating that, yeah, this is an important direction. Oh, okay. There's actually a bridge here. I couldn't tell. Too much brown and nasty. Also, I remember somewhere in 5.2, there's a new location for the Filthy Woman. I do not remember at all where she is, though, and I remember, without certainty, but I remember her being kind of easy to miss, so please do forgive me if I do. Right here is a shortcut. It is a shortcut directly to the boss. So that is something we'll definitely want to knock down if we make to the end of the level, because having to redo all of 5.2, slog that it is, really sucks. I'm willing to do it once for purposes of atmosphere and such, but not a second time. I really don't remember falling down into the main part of the level. Is that really what I'm doing here? I guess it must be. Well, we'll descend as far as we can, and we'll take it from there. I don't seem to remember Filthy Woman Location 2 having anything super valuable to say, so I don't think we'll be hugely missing out if we miss her. I do want to talk to her, though, if at all possible. But possible it may not be. And it looks like we have a little bit of a step effect down here. So this might be the intended place to drop. If nothing else, treasure. And it's poison cures, imagine that. Are you a lumberfuck? You look kind of big. Oh shit, is that the island of 4? I think it might be. There is an island somewhere in 5.2 that has 4 lumberfucks on it. I do not remember what they're... Oh, okay. Standing right in the poison, I didn't even notice. So, yeah, there's no poison buildup meter like there is in future Souls. It just happens eventually. As I was saying, there's an island with... Oh, I've been spotted. Well, you can't reach me, so I get to do this. Oh, one thing that kind of softens the blow is poison is not super fast in Demon Souls. Anyway, I was saying that there is an island with 4, count them 4 lumberfucks on it. There is a treasure of some sort there, but I don't recall it being worth it. I'll have to look up, after the episode, after my recording session, what actually is there. And if I'm right about it being unimportant. But yeah, this whole swamp, if I recall correctly, is poisoned. So, spending time curing it is fairly useless. Just kind of heal as you go. Stacking the Regenerator's Ring with the Adjudicator's Shield for their regeneration benefits, that is definitely a thing to do here. It can help a fair bit with maintaining your health as the poison eats away at you. But, nope, I want to keep my baby. I want to keep my baby. Oh, I see a thing over here. Is that where the island is? That's another nice thing in Demon Souls. You can see treasure from quite some distance away. As much as any light source, really. And that gives you an opportunity to go and get yourself some. I really can't tell. Are these lumberfucks? It seemed like the one went down kind of easy. Then again, they are extremely fire vulnerable. They look a little bit small from where I am, but they can be deceiving. Ah, the Murden Hammer. It is a pretty damn good weapon in this. One that is favored by quite a few people. I do prefer my Wagged Spur, but it would be a very respectable choice. Oh, more shiny. In 5.2, going out of your way to get all the shinies takes forever and can be kind of dangerous at times. Oh, another Regenerator's Ring. Oh, now we have a matching set. Yeah, trying for all the treasure is very slow and potentially lethal. Not least because I know there's a Red Phantom NPC somewhere on the left side of the swamp. And said NPC can roll and move around quickly in the swamp while you cannot. A little bit unfair. So fighting with her, not the best idea ever. Oh, and jellyfish. Jellyfish are the common miner enemies in, well, they're one of 2 common miner enemies in 5.2. They are not a huge deal. That is what they do at close range. They make spikes fly out of them. They're slow. They die easily. They leave shells that you can smash through. Not unlike the bear bugs of 2.2. Well, really, they're not good for much but slowing you up a little bit. Can't remember if they hit particularly hard if they do hit you, but even if they do, it's not hard to avoid that particular situation. Oh, and they drop lotuses too. Very nice. Yeah, somewhere off to the left of the main path, somewhere all those glowy treasures are, that is where the NPC is. and you can lead her back to land and try and fight her at less of a disadvantage, but I don't recall anything over there being super worth it either, although I will look that up and annotate if I'm wrong on that count. If I recall correctly, which in this case I have a fair amount of confidence I do, she is basically Demon Souls' equivalent of Maneater Mildred, that is to say a lady with a meat cleaver. And you've seen the kind of stats that the meat cleaver has in this game. She's quite dangerous. Need to heal up a bit. Letting my health tick away a little more than I should. Gotta be a little more vigilant about that. Oop. Well, they hit okay, not super hard. That, by the way, was me just instinctively trying to roll. Does not work at all in the swamp. You try to roll, you just kind of stumble a bit. Killing all these jellyfish is completely unnecessary, but makes me feel better. I am fairly certain not Maneater Mildred is off to the left somewhere, so I feel more or less safe in going after this bit of treasure. Also, if I recall correctly, and this is another case in which I'm pretty sure I do, there's just a big sort of wall of junk around the area you're ultimately looking for. So following the junk can work out for you. Another helpful point of navigation. I actually thought for a moment this was where the Island of Four was, but there's no one on it. Clearly I am wrong. Oh, there I am trying to roll again. Doesn't work. I know it doesn't work. It's just so automatic. Treasure off to the left there. I'm really tempting fate if I go for it, because I don't remember at exactly what point the Black Phantom Quasi-Mildred spawns. Sucker Stone, not even very interesting. Let's go get one more. Scythe, I don't remember that weapon at all. Let me heal up a little bit, counteract the poison, and we'll take a look. A rod-type weapon used for slash attacks. Rods are able to mow down most targets in a single blow, but they are difficult to handle and require both strength and skill to use. Fair enough, and while we're in here, we might as well check out the hammer. Pretty much the same text, except between the priests, this weapon holds special meaning. Really, really tempting fate here. Oh, okay. Nice grass, at least. And with that, I am getting out of Dodge and continuing along the critical path. Because my god, does fighting an NPC suck here when you can't roll or can't move quickly. Kinda stuck on your dead buddy there, my friend. Stop being farther away than I think you are. Yeah, I am following the junk wall, so I'm nowhere near the NPC. So I feel fairly safe going for this. And then rewarded with a pretty nice soul item for my trouble. Traditional soldier and traditional hero, both being high quality. Oh shit, there's the Island of Four. It was around here somewhere, and yep, can only really see one from here. We can see a little bit of the second one. But yeah, there are 4 of the big dudes there. And we don't want any part of that. Especially for very little reward, which I seem to remember being the case. However, we do definitely know that we are on the right track, and this is starting to look kind of familiar when it comes to progression to the next part of 5-2. There was also a fog gate, which is always a good sign. Oh, I'm standing on the island. I am standing on the island, friends. That's, yeah. I kind of shat a brick or two right there. That's another thing about lumberfucks. You've probably noticed in 5-1 that they're kind of fast. Much faster than their considerable stature might make you think. And because you are in the swamp, you cannot move quickly, and you cannot roll, as we've established. So, you are once again badly disadvantaged. You would be almost certainly fatally disadvantaged against a lumberfuck, against however many of them you manage to aggro. Well, yeah, that's pretty much your ass. Oh, skeeters. Oh! As you can probably see by what just happened to my health bar, mosquitoes here are even more annoying than they are in Blighttown, because they hit surprisingly hard, and wow, I'm really killing my crescent moongrass. I only just noticed I was headed into the single digits. Actually, since we're out of the swamp for now, let's go ahead and poison cure. I really should put that on my hotbar, but I didn't think to. Okay, am I completely out of crescent moon? No, I've still got a few of them. I might as well top up. Why am I still poisoned? Did I not use the thing when I thought I did? Soldier's Lotus, heal user from poison. Did I eat a Widow's? Well, either way, we're going to put that on the bar while I'm thinking about it. Oh, I ate a Soldier's Lotus, that's what I did. That's bleeding, and we're not bleeding. Right now. Okay. This part, this sort of rickety network of platforms here, this is in some ways more dangerous and more annoying, not least because of all the mosquitoes. And there are more standard depraved here than there have been elsewhere in the level. But all in all, I would rather be here than the swamp. You at least have your normal mobility, even if the paths are pretty narrow. And the skeeters can, as you see, be one-shot with any halfway decent bow. And the lava bow is more than halfway decent, so we're good. I am really missing out on a lot of treasure not exploring the swamp more thoroughly, but really, in my shoes, would you want to? Oh! Now, with respect to treasure that is actually important, I know at some point you can kind of turn around and look back and see something very conspicuous. I can't remember how early that is in the path, though. Let me just sanity check myself, make sure I'm not overlooking it. I'm also going to scratch my neck. There we go. The Valley of Defilement is so gross it makes me feel itchy in real life. That's right, you get down there. I do not recall there being lumberfucks on the scaffolding here, but I want to be ready with my total protection if I do see one. Don't really need my soul light here. There's also some place I seem to remember where there's an opening where depraved kind of pour out after you. And I'm guessing that's what I just looked at to the left. What are you guys all agitated about? I'll give you something to be agitated about. Okay, that was a complete accident, but worked out for me. What did he even die from? Was one of my arrows still kind of lingering there? Okay, boyos. Yep, there you are. But you're all standard depraved. If they sneak up behind you, they can be dangerous in numbers, but one-on-one, you can keep the fight fair, and the fight will actually not be fair, it'll be in your favor. Come on, I know you saw me. That's right, get down here. Every now and then I do actually remember something useful about the environment. Wow, there are even more of them than I thought. I knew it was a pretty good gank squad, but didn't remember it being this good. I want to do some stabbing from behind my shield here so I don't get overwhelmed. God, there's still more of them. I think Duder, who fell off the catwalk, will actually try and find his way up here, so at some point later in the level, he may actually just pop up behind me unexpectedly. I can't remember if his pathing is actually good enough to achieve finding his way back up here. But I seem to remember that happening at least once. Making a bit of chip damage from all the fire here. Oh, killed on the way down. That was fun. Let's chop up our last grass. We are now on the lake moons. Well, there's at least two more. No, my friend, you can't hit me from there. That's the way you do it. Play the guitar on the MTV. And there, I definitely got hit with the shove. You saw how I kind of staggered there. The shove. My God, where's the end of them? The shove, I think, is either an automatic guard break or extremely close to it. I want to be careful with those lunges. A real good way to accidentally fall off. Oh, still you. Looks like you had one more friend up there. A little reluctant to come down and play, though. Can't really pop him from this angle. Maybe manual aim? No, I think that's going to be too close. Yeah, definitely too close. Way too close, in fact. Are you just going to jump down after I've passed by? Is that your game? Or are you just not able to aggro on me with the thief ring equipped? That may well be the case. Yeah, well, we've still got friends. We have not been abandoned. Okay, I don't remember the catwalk ending here. Don't precisely remember what happens now. Is there something to fall down on? Yeah, I see a little bit of bordage down there. Should be able to plop onto that. I thought I remembered the catwalk being pretty straightforward through the rest of the important parts of the level, but, well, it is once again my memory. I think there's something to drop down to here. Look like it, yep. And definitely down there. Let's see if I can get that treasure. Not fall off in a way that prevents me from collecting it. Come on, Salad, you can do it. There you go. Black turpentine is a handy enough thing in an area where pretty much everything is extremely weak to fire. But I don't generally need it. At least not against small fry enemies. Hang on, I'm going to have a drink. Much better. Now, I want to say, even if I fall off here, I will be on the other side of the wall of junk, which makes life a little easier. But I'm not entirely confident of that, so I will not press my luck if I can help it. We are starting to make some headway toward the 4 lights there. Where the hell was that thing I wanted? Oh, is it that big glowy? No, I think that's just a fire. Okay. It is entirely possible I may have missed it, though. If so, we can always backtrack a bit. I think. I hear a buzz. There is almost certainly a skeeter in the neighborhood. Don't know exactly where, though, so I will just remain vigilant. Oh, there you are. And you brought friends. No! Use the bow correctly! And I'm poisoned too. Oh well. I think that is the shine of a gecko I see. I got plenty of royal. I don't remember how much trudging through poison exactly I have to do in this part, so might as well cure it. We are definitely approaching the lights. Where is it? There you are. I should go ahead and try an attack. There we go. I can't remember what direction I was walking in. This one, I think. Yeah, we do still want to approach the lights. I think that's a fog door I see up ahead. That's a good sign. All in all, Valley of Defilement 2, once you have a general idea of which direction you're going in, it's really not all that intricate. I wouldn't call it linear, but it's not all that intricate. It's just huge. There is lots and lots of swamp that, unless you want to collect every treasure, there's really no need whatsoever to explore. But yeah, there's just... Ooh, slugs. Okay, I think that means I'm getting close to what I'm looking for. Now, 5-2 for the record, I do not believe has any pure white world tendencies, although 5-1 does, which we will eventually want to investigate. But 5-2, I am fairly confident, only has a pure black world tendency event, so that's not something we'll be seeing anytime soon. I will ultimately try to do it, but in this particular set of visits where we're doing the pure white stuff first, I don't want you coming up behind me, so I'll go ahead and spend some arrows on you. I don't remember if the slugs can drop anything good. Yeah, I seem to remember there being lots and lots of slugs around the thing I want. But I don't suppose I can get at it quite yet. Okay, got through the poison quick enough to maintain our health. Oh, you see that purple up there? Just checking for mosquitoes. I thought I might have heard a little buzz. That purple glowy up there, that is, I think they are correctly called depraved shamans. I couldn't swear to that, but they're the depraved casters, basically. Some of them have a little bit of magic. And they're not super dangerous that I recall, because their magic is just a big cloud of poison, I think. And I mean, if you're in the Valley of Defilement, you've already made very good friends with poison, and oh my god, are you a lumberfuck? You are. You are. And I think your friend is too. I'm gonna get the fuck back. And I am going to ward myself and prepare for battle. definitely only want to aggro one of you jerks at a time. His friend knows something is up, but not exactly where I am. Need a little more persuasion there, Charlie? Going for big hits and combos on him, a little bit risky. But it paid off, so what the hell. Now, as I was remarking, the depraved shamans, they don't really have all that much in the way of offense. They just kind of throw poison at you, and as I was saying, if you're in this level at all, you've already learned to almost shrug off poison. I think I hear mosquitoes, and some footsteps. I cannot tell where they're coming from. Making me paranoid. Well. We must proceed nonetheless. That means dealing with Lumberfuck number 2. Well, hurry up and get that bow away. Oh! Thank goodness for warding. I don't think that would one-shot me because this is New Game Cycle 1. But it would have hurt a lot. Would have, as we've established with Total Protection, it would have hurt 70% more. I don't know if I'm going to need more magic, but I'd rather be prepared. Let's go ahead and annoy the shaman from a distance, too. See there, he looks like a regular depraved. He's got that aura and little beady purple eyes. And like any depraved, he does not like being set on fire. Well, nobody really does. I shouldn't say nobody, there's probably someone out there who does. Wants. But my larger point, that they are extremely vulnerable to it, just like any of the depraved. Yeah, scaffolding gets a little more complicated here, I remember, but still nothing unmanageable. Oh, there's the filthy woman. Okay, she's not actually that easy to miss at all. I don't know why I remembered, but if you're not on your toes, you could actually miss her. But no, she's pretty much right there in the important path. Okay. Make sure we're not being mosquitoed at, and we will converse.
Hey, I know you. Won't you buy something? My poor child is sick. He needs your help. This place? It's a proper mound of rubbish. All the rot of the world, living or not, ends up here. I thank the stars that I still have my boy.
Ma'am, I am still not entirely convinced that your boy is alive or even exists. But we'll put that aside for now.
Ever since that demon witch came here, everything has turned foul. All the men worship her like she's the Virgin Mary. The same men who would snatch my child away from me. This was a much better place before she came. I was the apple of every man's eye. You're here to rid us of her, aren't you? Well, don't show her any mercy.
Well, she is a demon, so that's kind of our job, but, yeah, more evidence that, although Maiden Estrella apparently came to bring some comfort to the afflicted of the Valley of Defilement, she actually made things worse. And she has become a demon, if the filthy woman is to be believed. Also, the Virgin Mary. So, in the world of demon souls, does that mean Catholicism exists?
I thank this.
Okay, that's all we're going to get out of you, so let's see what you've got in the way of wares. Oh, you can buy Stones of Ephemeral Eyes here, but they are blindingly expensive. Dark Moongrass, too, which is also blindingly expensive, probably more than it's worth. But it is neat to know that you can collect such good words, such good consumables here. That includes rotten arrows. Those are really nice. I'm definitely going to want some of those for later. I don't have any imminent need for them, but they will eventually be quite convenient. You know what? Easy come, easy go. I'm just going to buy my whole bank worth.
Finished already? I only want my dear boy to be happy.
Fringe benefit. If I happen to die, I won't need to feel so bad about it. Now, what kind of depraved are you? From this perspective, you look pretty small, so I'm guessing you're the regular flavor. And by the damage you take, I'm sure of it. Yep, you just keep paying attention to the sounds I'm making. Can I hit you if I just angle myself right? Maybe I can shoot you in the butt. Butt shooting confirmed. You also appear to be a normal depraved, but I will shoot you anyway. I don't know if I should be using this many arrows, because I'm getting kind of low on them. And I certainly don't want to switch to my rottens at this point. But I really don't remember this area having a huge population of lumberfucks, so I don't think my arrows are too precious a commodity right now. And hey, consumables exist to be confused. No, they don't exist to be confused. English. They exist to be consumed. That is their very reason for being. I hear someone groaning. We have attracted someone's... Oh, we've attracted your attention. And you are covered in flies. And the depraved here are even classier than the ones in 5-1. Well, there is an additional reason for the flies beyond just being filthy, which we will see in due course. Oh, you trying to be slick there, aren't you? I bet I can manual aim you. Well, I can once anyway. At least it got him to come out to me. Or try. Doesn't seem to be entirely successful in that regard. Well, that just means I can put another arrow in him. He died with enthusiasm. No, I saw someone somewhere else around here. There's definitely another one lurking. You see the treasure behind me, which I will collect in due course as soon as I feel safe in doing so. The shaman sees me. That means it's time to squeeze the shaman, except that I think he just dropped himself in the swamp. Well, okay. I'll take that too. Widow's Lotuses, good if we happen to get all plaguey. I continue to hear groaning, so I want to stay on my toes. Hey, you down there. You seem to be no immediate threat to me. But why take chances? How are my arrows? 30. Could be worse. Yeah, from this point forward, I think it's mainly just lots of depraved with the occasional shaman. Don't know how much progress I'd lose if I jump down to get that, so I'm not going to tempt fate. Nor will I tempt fate with these guys I can shoot from here. I do like that with lock-on you can shoot the bow farther. Not farther, but with, at angles. At angles is what I'm looking for. at angles that normally you can not first person at. Can we hit him through that gap? Can we do it? Can we do it? Maybe just barely. Yep, got his attention, but can't quite pop him. Oh well, it was worth a try. Is there any reason I have to go down there? Not at this moment, I don't think, at least. More guys hiding in here? Oh yeah, one who hasn't even seen me. That dude loves me some lava bow. Having a supply of fire arrows that is only limited by your supply of overall arrows is a very good thing in this place. It's handy just about anywhere, really, except maybe if you're fighting Flame Lurker. It's even better here than it normally would be. Ooh. Ooh! Ooh, you got some pieces of me. Once again, it is driven home that nothing in a Souls game should really be taken as completely trivial. So many flies. Can I break this? Nope. It really doesn't sit super well with me to be leaving so much treasure just lying around uncollected. But 5-2. It's just so laborious and tedious to collect everything. And very little of it is worth the aggravation as far as I can recall. Oh, just barely saw you in time. Doesn't matter if I was in time, I got hit anyway. I'll leave that alone for the immediate, because I don't want to overheal myself, this grass being a bit more valuable than usual. All that buzzing of flies keeps making me paranoid that there are mosquitoes around. Because I don't think we are completely out of the woods with respect to mosquito spawning yet. You see that before edits we are just about to feature length, but that is okay. Again, I missed last week, so if this episode's a little bit on the extra side, that's not entirely a bad thing. It is an appropriate thing, at least. What are you? Can't see your weapon clearly. Yep, you're another vanilla. Shaman up there. One up behind me. Shaman hasn't activated yet. I can afford to proceed a bit further. What is he doing? Having a little pathing trouble, it looks like. Oh, Salad, you know how to use a bow. It looks like he's starting to come down to me, but just can't quite seal the deal. I'm now getting really low on arrows, so I'm actually going to try to conserve them a little more scrupulously. Especially in case we should need to put a few into a lumberfuck at some point. I don't remember there being any more in this area. Ooh, that works quickly. That is some fast-acting poison. Alright. How can we get up there without being smoked in the face? Or without endangering ourselves over much? I choose to just run for it? And the good news is, once you get in close, he's just the same as any other depraved. I.e., quite simple to cut down. All the groans around me are making me paranoid, even though I think they're mainly coming from the guy up there. Somewhere I saw... Oh, yes. I saw someone who looked like he might have a club. I can't tell. Let's get a little closer. No, he's small. He's a junior. Oh, there's something over there that looks like maybe I can get to it. Sorry to budge in on your makeshift teepee there, disgusting as it is, I know it's home. As long as it doesn't mean plunging back into the swamp and doing a lot of progress repeating. I don't mind doing a little searching around for thoroughness' sake. I do still want to find that thing that's somewhere behind me. I can't figure that out. I know it is somewhere. Well, of course, all things are somewhere. I just can't remember exactly where I need to turn around and find it. Well, you're a friend. So at least I know this is a place I haven't gone. Otherwise I would have left only corpses in my wake. As I do. So this seems maybe somewhat promising. Oh. This is where we get our shotel. Nope, can't make it across that. Oh well, we got a unique weapon. That's a thing worth doing. I fall down... Oh, I was saying if I fall down there, I'm not sure I'll be able to get back up. But the choice was made for me. But I got a little too close. Ah, nuts. And the noises the shaman make are even worse than... Ooh, free rotten arrows. I'm cool with that. Let's heal up a bit, though. Well, I'm back in the swamp. Let's hope it won't be too much trouble to get back up there. There's the wall of junk. Well, even if we have to do a lot of backtracking, we have done a lot of killing, making said backtracking quite a bit easier. Alright, game, how do I get back up there? Throw me a bone here, point me in a direction. Ooh, very nice consumable. Did the Depraved drop that? If so, that's a pretty impressive thing for such a minor enemy to drop. I do not have all the late moon grass in the world, but I don't want to take too many chances with respect to keeping my health up. Because as you have seen, if there are mosquitoes, and again, I don't think I'm entirely done with mosquitoes, they can put a hurting on you fairly quick. Much more than you'd expect from a bunch of little bugs. Well, it's still semi-linear, but definitely this part of the scaffolding is a little more complex than most parts of 5.2. Okay, there is a treasure, so I know I'm going somewhere I had not previously exactly stepped. Oh, there's the 4 lights. We are coming up on level's end, and I still haven't found that thing that I so dearly wanted. There is a path that I missed somewhere. Where? That is the squillion-dollar question. Oh, hello, friend. Hello, friend behind me who got a sneak attack in. No one likes a sucker puncher. Not gonna get through that. I'll tell you what I'll do. I think I'm gonna go ahead and proceed. Get to the point right around where the level ends. And open the shortcut before I do any additional searching for the lovely thing. Man, is it a nice shortcut. On revisits, it lets you skip the majority of the level. And when the level is 5-2, that is an especially welcome thing. Not the only sort of shortcut that would make me happier is one that would take you past the majority of 4-2, if you happen to die there. But nope, 4-2, there's just nothing merciful about it whatsoever. Just absolutely nothing. 4-2 hates you, it makes no secret of its hate, and I am proceeding ever closer to having to do it. Oh, I don't look forward to that. Gotta be careful, don't want to fall down. Don't want to lose everything I've done for myself. Crawl across here. This, I believe, may be... Nope, that's not the bottom 2 of the 4 lights. A little bit disoriented. There is a fog gate, which I think might be boss fog. And I know... Oh, crap. Oh, okay, that wasn't too bad. That actually put me on level with the fog. Got worried there for a moment. Anyway, I don't precisely remember how this all works, but I do know that in order to get to the shortcut, you have to kind of walk past the boss fog and keep going. So that's what I'm going to do, and I'm sure I will find my way eventually. I know it is me, so that's a somewhat dangerous thing to say, but we're going to think positive. We're going to think positive, we're going to proceed quite cautiously. And we are going to hopefully find our way to that shortcut sooner than later. I really want to say it's over this way somewhere. I can't seem to quite find the exact route, so maybe I'm wrong. Can I get up there somehow? I would like to try. Bear with me, I Played a Thing family. This is quite important. Because, much like the Leechmonger, this boss is not one of the nastier in the game. Generally, the value of Defilement bosses are not among the most worrying. However, as with the Leechmonger, it is entirely possible for me to get killed by it anyway. And then we would have to do all this again, and fuck that all day, all night, and into the morning. Been this way, haven't I? Or have I? totally think I've been this way. Excuse me, crew. I seriously don't remember exactly how to get to this very, very vital and extremely valuable shortcut. That is a most disconcerting thing to not be able to find, although with this plank running across this, or running above the swamp, that is what I seem to remember the shortcut path being. So I'm actually starting to feel, at long last, pretty good about the direction I'm going. Is that a shaman I hear? Definitely, because there was the spellcasting noise. Let's see where he was, though. Oh. I knew we weren't done with Skeeters quite yet. What do you think you're doing, breaking my guard? You're a bug. You don't get to do that. God, they're hard to hit in melee. There. I want to blow through all my arrows. If I can take any of them out at melee range, it would be lovely to do so, but as you've seen, that is a monstrously difficult thing to do. The aiming is so precise. I think it might actually be a little harder with the spear than it is for most things, because its point of impact is so direct, it just goes straight forward. Really got no vertical action on it whatsoever. But the big lunge might actually be better for that. I shall have to keep that in mind. At least it sure seemed that way. Now, I am almost positive I'm in the right direction now. The path to the shortcut runs on a big long scaffold running above the swamp along the left wall, and that's what this looks like to me. Come flail away, come flail away, come flail away with me, lads. Oh, I think that might be that gecko we saw at the very start of the level. Let me see if I can activate this depraved. Yep, sure can. I was going to say, let's see if I can activate him without using arrows, because I will want to use some of them, like this. Probably only have Sucker Stone or Pulp Stone, which I don't really care about, but it's the principle of the thing. And dead. Chunk of Fate Stone. If I wrote all of the Fate Stone, I'd be quite happy with that. And here we are. Remember how we could see the gecko and a treasure over here from the beginning of the level, but they were behind this here plank? Yep, that takes us very near to the beginning. All we have to do is come out on the plank, from the archstone, I should say, make a right instead of a left, and head straight for the boss zone. Speaking of which, before I worry about the other thing that I wanted treasure... Oh, balls! Well, while I'm here, I guess I might as well see what's over this way. Unless that's the Island of Four. Whoop, Island of Four. Never mind. That's the way back up. Oh, is that my way up? Good, 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 good. Gnar some of this. Most of what's in my path should be dead, so I'm gonna put the regenerator's ring on for a while. instead of using all my slightly better grass. Here I am at the lights again, and I'll be goddamned if I can figure out what the way is to that very special treasure. After we take care of the boss here, I'm going to have to consult a map and be ready to do that next episode, unless I'm on the right path here. No, I don't think I am. Okay, let's just go boss. I just use boss as a verb. Well, I suppose it is a verb in some cases. You can boss people around. Not for fighting a boss, that's kind of an unconventional usage, I think. Yeah, we'll take care of this, and then we will call it a day, and next time I'll try and get the nifty thing, and we will take care of 5-3. I'm going to take a drink before we go in. Okay. Let us total protect, and we will do this. And here we have the Dirty Colossus, which is like a big golem type of thing. And it's got a flies cannon. It can actually put a decent hurt on you. Oh, if it hits you with that big club arm of its. But staying in close means it's not going to use that fly cannon on you. If it blasts you with flies, which it can also do as an AoE thing, that's what I was avoiding. Oh! Well, once again, thank goodness for warding. And again. And we better put that back on. Nope, wrong hand salad. Nope, flies! Getting covered with flies isn't the worst thing in the world, but it's still better avoided if you can. Being covered with flies is like a damage over time thing, and it will stick around for quite some time, unless you go by one of the torches. Fire will remove the flies from you. That's kind of the little secret of this level. And as you can see, the Dirty Colossus' turning is slow. Oop. Its movement is slow. Its attacks are slow. Ugh. Keep forgetting it's got a combo there. Really gotta be a little more conscientious about that. Didn't fool me that time, though. Oh! Oh, wow, in New Game Plus, it really doesn't hurt that bad at all. Still not something I want to take super lightly, but thank you for the opportunity. Oh, nope, I don't have the MP. Well, let's fix that. Thank you. Shooting your fly cannon at absolutely nothing. Oh, I've been flied. I forgot. The clouds of flies that it leaves behind after its attacks do count. Those are actual flies, and I get cannoned again immediately. But we are now safe. Ooh. Good, that's spice time. That's ward time. He just doesn't have a lick of sense about where he fires that cannon, I see. I had not remembered that. I'm going very slowly because I'm playing so conservatively, but we're getting there. You're gonna backswing, and then you're gonna... Oh, you're gonna upswing. I knew it was coming, and I get hit anyway. Okay, super careless. I'm not playing intelligently here. Okay, big downswing creates cloud of flies. Okay, let's spice up. Let's protect ourselves. Really don't need to be playing this cautiously. But haste makes waste. As you can see, the fly damage over time isn't actually that severe. But if you forget about it, just like poison, it can kind of creep up on you. Oh, that was a stupid way to dodge. I don't know why the hell I did it that way. Oh, my goodness. I ate all of that one. Well, yeah, he can hit you. He can hit you real good. If given the opportunity. It's just relatively easy to avoid when it comes to the Dirty Colossus. Glad I got my protection off in time. Oh, I'm flied. Didn't even see how he got the flies on me there. And annoyingly, you do have to take some damage from the fire to uncover... Oh, wow. That hits... Oh, damn, I'm gonna get fly blasted. Ah, fuck it. It's not got that much left in the tank. Just gonna let the very slow DOTs just keep it coming. But I am going to put my protection back on. And that's a shock he actually remembered what to do with the fly cannon. He's using it half properly. God, I actually dodged like I know what I'm doing. Die, damn you, die! There we go. The demon was destroyed. I revived, regained my body, and I will in fact bring more souls, Slayer of Demons. There is our trophy. There in the distance is our Archstone. And did I see a shiny around here somewhere while I was fighting? I thought I had, but maybe it was just one of the fires. Let me look around for it real quick, like. Oh yeah, there is something over there. And a very nice grass it is. Sally, you don't have to do that anymore. You're not covered in flies. And there we go. Eroded Demon Soul. Let's head home. Well, that wasn't half bad. Episode ran very long, but again, it maybe helps to make up for being occupied with the move last week. And we accomplished a few things. Spent a little too much time dicking around in Latria, but whatever. We did complete the slog, that being 5-2. We did defeat the Dirty Colossus in a mud fight, but any fight you win is a good fight, I suppose. Typically, I don't get smacked around by it quite that much. Probably could have made that faster if I had put some turpentine on my weapon, but whatever, we got there. Alright then, folks. It's good to be back, it's good to see you again, and as always, I thank you very much for tuning in. Do take care, and I will see you next time. This is signing off. Today's Bog of Eternal Stench has been brought to you by Justin Carpenter, Nolden, Zangamarth, Anonymous Benefactor, John Madigan, Sanguine Games, Misha Van Doren, Frank Rizzi, Tim J., Lolo De Puzzlo, Joshua C. Ritchie, Jared C. Rice, Sonic Rose, EX Potemkin, Mechasaurus, DG Jono, Doug Russell, Dodecalope, Patrick Bellinger, Jarogue, Martin Challenmakers, Mayo the Hedgefox, Hildegard Argelmach, IGV, Jazel, Joseph Hall, Hot Mayo Sandwich, Dan Larson, K. Ivan Rupert, Tiny Shopkeeper, Charlie Dunst, Kikoskia, Kobo4231, Alex Beyer, Yuka Takeuchi Fan, Chaotic Narrative, Mystery Accent, Lakota, Meiyan Ling, Renaman, Fate Everywhere, Rio, TJA, and other hygienic patrons. Thank you all very much, it is always appreciated and has certainly helped with the moving expenses. Subscribers, commenters, and everyone in Viewerland, thank you as well, your company is always a pleasure. I hope life's been treating you kindly of late, and that it will do so through the week to come. All the best to you and yours, and see you real soon.